I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. When it comes to a career, I'm a firm believer that God gives everybody an opportunity. And I personally feel like spirituality to me is my opportunity to make the most out of my life. People may make fun of it or not take it seriously, but I feel like from my point of view, it was what I needed to step up and do what I needed to do. So I feel like I can prove that spirituality is something to be taken seriously. All people mature in different ways. I don't think people should judge or question how other people choose to grow and develop in life. If it works for them and make them happy, you should just be able to accept them for who they are. And that's what I feel like the world is missing. Too many people are judgmental on other people's way of growing or other people's way of living. I feel like you need to let people be who they are and stop judging people for their thoughts or their decisions. And I feel like in life and society, even when it comes to me, we have a bad habit of judging other people when we don't want to accept their way of life or think their way of life or way of living is the right way. And I think as a society, we all have to stop judging people's stories and let them firmly be who they are because they are who they are. They are who God made them to be. And everybody's story is different. Like I always say, everybody gets to the same destination. They just have to take different roads to get there. And I believe we do too much judging on how many people do or something a certain way. And I feel like we need to let go of how people treat other people or how people get there a certain way because their way of life may be different from yours or my way of life and my way of doing things may be different from yours, but it didn't mean we didn't get to the same result. We just had to take different roads. And I believe everybody that had to take a different road should take a perspective and appreciate each person's road. We all got to the same journey and learned the same lesson. We just had to take different routes to it. And I think not enough people appreciate enough people's way of getting to their road because I feel like with older people and some younger people too, if you didn't get to it the way they got to it, you did it the wrong way. Or if you didn't do it the way they did it, it was is you soft or you not as hard or you not as tough. Who's to say that? Who are you to judge me because my life was different from yours? I learned the same lesson you learned. I just learned it in a different generation, in a different way. You may have had to learn it in a harder way, but it didn't mean we didn't learn the same lesson. And I think people need to stop judging people on the way they learn lessons and the way they live life and just let people be who they are. If they're softer to you, then that means you don't have to go around them. Or if they're tougher to you, that means you don't have to go around them. The beauty about life is people grow into who they are. And if you're not comfortable with that person or people, you can let them live their life and you go live yours. You don't have to judge or you don't have to dictate or you don't have to be around the person if it doesn't fit your way of life or your lifestyle. That's the beauty about life today. So many people are free with who they are, what they believe, or what they, whatever they are, and they just let it be what it is. They have their community, you have your community. Everybody has their own thing. Nobody had to judge nobody. Let people be happy in who they are. And if you don't agree with it, just don't go around it. That's the simplest way to put it, in my opinion. But that's just the way I look at life, though. Maybe that's just me.